What up, guys? It's Grant's Comics here, and today we'll do another comic book review. We got X-Men 235 right here. Boom, from 1988. This is a Chris Claremont cover, and this is actually a pretty cool story. This is actually the first appearance of Geno Shaw, who's a mutant who, in this issue, doesn't have any powers, I guess you can say, or they're kind of like discovering what her powers is, because obviously the X-Men, they are mutants, and mutants in the X-Men have like certain powers and stuff like that. Like we got Colossus, who has strength. We got Storm, who can control the weather. Psylocke, if you touch her, you get poisoned or something like that. And Wolverine obviously has the claws and the healing factor. So with X-Men, there is a lot of mutants with different powers, and this Geno Shaw character, she's like a child, but in the beginning they show her like not really an origin story. Like the dad, oh sorry, Geno Shaw is a boy, not a girl, but Geno Shaw is um, left by his father because his father doesn't want the government to know that he's a mutant. But as he goes older, the government basically tries to search for Geno Shaw, and at the same time, these X Men guys, tries to protect Geno Shaw from the government to actually capture him. Because obviously, between the government and the X Men, they they are like rivals, or the X Men. All the X Men want to do is to make peace with the human race. But obviously, if you guys read the comics or you guys saw the movie, that's never the case. It's never a good idea. And obviously, I feel bad for the X Men, because though like what Stanley was always trying to do when he created the X Men is equality, racism, and the X Men show that in a lot of their every time the X Men shows up, rather if you are a fan or you read the X Men or you watch the X Men movies and the cartoon show, TV show, it always teaches people and their fans about we're all humans, no matter what, if we have disabilities or we're a different race and stuff like that. We're all human. That's what I like about the X Men a lot. That's what Stanley always tried to do with his comics and his creations. It's like he tries to put a lesson to it. Like Spider Man, obviously he has personal problems with his girlfriend, finance, and high school. At the same time, he has to deal with his rogues gallery with as Spider Man. With the X Men, it's just about racism. So yeah, so this is actually what I think of this particular issue in general. I give this like maybe I'll give it like I don't know, a 5 or 6, maybe higher. But because it's a pretty cool story. There's action and dialogue and stuff like that. And what's cool is actually Wolverine is in his yellow and brown suit, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, Wolverine is not my favorite X Men because I'm not the kind of person that's like I don't really go on the bandwagon much. And I know what you guys are saying. You're like, oh, Dylan, you don't go on the bandwagon, but you're a big Spider-Man fan. I've been a Spider-Man fan since I was a kid, so so yeah. So my favorite X-Men is actually Gambit and Nightcrawler. That's two of my favorite X-Men. But yeah, so this is a really cool cover. It's very actually for. I think I got this from. Yeah, I know I got this from Tony, but I don't know if I got it directly from him or if I got it at the antique shop. But there's nothing really bad about this, so I want to say maybe this is a 9.8 or maybe a little bit lower, but in the 9 point span. So this is a pretty high grade for a comic from the 80s, from the late 80s. But then again, that's why I like to have comics from the 80s and 90s because they don't really take damage as much as comics from like 70s or 60s. And I like that, if it's for my PC and my comic shop, it's better for me. But yeah, actually, I'll show you before I go. I'll show you the interior artwork. So I'll take this out once again. I'll show you a few of the interior artwork. Here's the newspaper. I don't know, what does it say in the newspaper? It says Australia Stanawana baby found in jet. Oh yeah, that's the baby. That's the Geosa. Geosa. So this whole time they're basically trying to search for Geosha. Because in the beginning you can see the father with the child. That's Geosha, the baby. Oh, this is right there. Look, welcome to Geosha. So I don't know if Geosha is a land or the child was named after the city. So let's see. That's a sad moment right there. Like imagine losing your parents to gunmen who want to kill you for no reason, or want to kill your parents just because you're a different race and stuff like that. That's kind of messed up to me. But yeah, that's it for now. If you guys ain't subscribed to Grant's Comics and you guys are watching this video, make sure you subscribe to Grant's Comics. Like this video, give this video a thumbs up, stuff like that. And if you guys are subscribed to Grant's Comics and you watch this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Share this video and share Grant's Comics to the comic book community so we can get a lot of subscribers and we can be a comic book community. That's all I want, is Grant's Comics to be a positive vibes, and just have people just talk about comics, passionate for comics just like me. So yeah, that's it for now. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright.